Today, May the 7th, is the 9th anniversary of my ordination to the priesthood. Never would I have imagined that I'd be where I am. I want to record another one of these videos to give you a look at where we're at in our Cornerstone project, progress that's been made the past couple of weeks. And so let's go check it out. All right, so we'll start here just at the corner of the building. As you can see, some new foundations have been laid. Let me turn the camera around so I can make sure I know where I'm showing you. This section of foundation was the last to be poured, and it is the kind of office side of the new build. And so the administration office there's going to be a boardroom, campus minister's office, pastor's office, and some files and other things. And so you can really begin to see the building taking shape. They've been working on this week the laying of these green and black pipes that are coming out of the ground, and that's the sewers and storm drains that service the building, and they've also connected that, as I'll show you on the other side. So this is the office wing as it's come together. You can see it's a good way out into the parking lot here, though it still leaves enough room for parking spaces that will be reserved for short-term school use, and then there'll be actually a sidewalk that's going to run along here to keep everyone safe. All right, so I'll walk over there and I'll meet you there. All right, so you probably don't think too much has changed on this end since the last video, other than maybe some soil being put into the ground. But actually a great deal has changed on this side of the site. Let me show you what I'm talking about. First, over here you'll see that in the ground we actually have two new manhole covers. Personal covers, maybe that's what they call them now, service covers, and that's because they've installed deep pits down in each one of these. One of them services the sewers that are going out to Emerson Street, and one services the storm drains. So the entire ground here before me has been dug up all the way into the street. You can see some patching along Emerson Street, and they actually had to go over on the other side of the street as well to connect into that. And also, just the past couple of days, they've been bringing in the water and gas services from the other side of the street. So lots been dug up and filled back in here. You see, this is where the main water lines come in. We had to bring two water lines in, one for drinking water and the second one to service, from what I understand, a fire connection that will be put on the building, actually just on that wall there. All right, so the everything's coming up into the church through here. So as you can see, things are beginning to get leveled out. They're filling in, compacting down all the soil to have a really good base for the stone that's going to be poured into this space. Probably next week. The concrete, I'm told, isn't going to be laid until the concrete floor isn't going to be laid till we're actually out of the ground, up into the trees. Look at those beautiful trees. Isn't it wonderful to see spring coming alive again? That's great. Anyway, here we are. You can see we're coming up. They showed me the blue that's on the outside walls. That's to help insulate the concrete to keep it warm on the outside walls. So it's just on the outside walls they have that special insulation. All right, I don't know if there's much more to show you other than all these pipes. I haven't walked out here today, so just seeing this all for the first time. This is actually where all the new washrooms, so that's the barrier-free washroom that's going to be there, and then individual washrooms in this space. So you see a lot of the pipes coming up through there, and then there's some others. I'm not sure which ones that are going to be going up through the walls to the second floor in this area. That's my garage, main entrance to the rectory there. Watch where I walk, make sure I don't trip. Alright, other than that, you see this rebar that's sticking out of all the foundations. It's because concrete block is going to be put in on top of there to begin to form the walls, and that's going to be over the next 2 weeks. We'll start seeing some block be delivered, and the masons are going to be on site. Just something I'm really looking forward to, and I'll tell you why maybe in a future video. All right, well, I guess I'll go down into the basement, show you what's going on down there. That's pretty much all I can see out here for now. So I'll meet you downstairs. Welcome to the basement. I hope you can see some things a little dark down here. They have extra work lights they turn on during the day, and I just don't want to mess with them. So here we are. Again, not a lot apparently seems to have changed down here, but they have been hard at work on everything. So let me show you a few of the details. one of the things I noticed today is that up on our pipes here, they have new labels. It's actually because all of the insulation around the boiler pipes is finished, and now they've labeled everything, and it's so neatly put together. I mean, everything that they have, from the shut-off valves, bleeding points, is just incredible to see how great the workmanship has been with all the consultants. These mechanical guys have been great. They're the same ones who are laying the green and black pipes in the ground outside. And then you also see on the ceiling some of the electrical work that's taking shape, and there's a lot of wires and so on that are hanging down, and that's of course for the fixtures that will be installed. And this section, it's been exciting to see them begin to lay the track. See the track along the wall here, and that's for the new ceiling. But it actually, we're gaining ceiling height in this area here, because the ceiling, as you can see, used to be where this line is, and so they've added some drywall and raised the ceiling up to this point. You see the original block down here is this green color. I wonder when the basement was used as a church all those years ago, if everything was just green. Would have been quite the attractive place. Anyway, so you see that track's being laid all the way along there. And so the ceiling heights are going to be so nice and even all the way around. We've also been doing some work in the washrooms. I don't think there's any light in here for me to be able to show you. Oh, look, I got a light to work. It doesn't turn on very quick. So anyway, that's a barrier-free washroom. We're just doing some work on the ceilings. Again, adjusting the height. Everything's going to be so nice and even when we're finished. And those of you who know me know that will make my heart sing. The heating system for the church upstairs has been disconnected. That's what these two vents are. They were coming from the outside furnace and pumping the hot air through these vents, which lead up to the church proper. So they haven't made all the connections in the vents here because they're just removing this. But in the coming weeks, that'll all be finished. So the air conditioning system, the heating system in the existing building will be finalized. Yeah, I think that's some of the work down here that I wanted to show you. I hope it gives you a little update on our project and where we're at and the progress that's being made. Everybody's staying safe, and there's lots of policies and procedures they have to follow as they do work on site. Even as I come in and out, I don't generally come here during the day unless there's something really urgent or a detail that I need to attend to. So pray for the workers, and hope this brings some excitement, as it does to me, to your own hearts, and what's kind of taking shape around us, how the Lord is continuing to build us as a church, physically and spiritually in this time, even though we can't be together. What an encouragement it is to see that so much is happening. And so may God bless you and your families, and pray for this as you know I'm praying for you. So on this 9th anniversary of my ordination, thank you for the gift of being your pastor, for the gift of being able to help facilitate this project and facilitate the spiritual lives that I know each one of you are living in such profound ways during these days we're apart, until we can get together and we be together, worship together again.